I want to point out, I'm pretty sure my shadow is floating. Anyway, I've been playing this lately for reasons. I don't know. It's way better than the first one, which is surprising. Still super not far, but you know. What's going on in this spooky cave?
Looks like this was abandoned in a hurry. The Soviets find something down there.
Could it be a tomb? Oh no. My Wi-Fi network connection has been lost. Whoop. And all those rocks just popped into existence.
There's water down below. Sounds like a great volume.
Oh, that's spooky. Give me yo nuts and bolts. Hate pots. Woo. That's not a thing I can hook into. Okay. Is that a nuke? No, it's a turbine. Okay. Very, very good at, you know, reading things. Telling what things are.
That's got to be part of the works.
What happens if I do this? This goes down. Oh, hi. Cool. Ooh, that was close. Now I'm down here. Yay, base camp.
The water's eroding everything. At this rate, there won't be much left in a few decades.
I mean, that's what water does.
It's a cistern.
It erodes. This cannot be that easy. Oh! Somehow I knew that. Oh, that's where I came from. Okay. Alright, we got a water wheel. That's probably important. What's over here? Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Let's not hit that. Make water come out. This is probably safe. See if I can remember how to dive. There we go. Hey, look, the water wheel's going.
Water markings on the wall. The levels change. I can lower it with that probably, but do I want to do that quite yet? Probably. So I don't think there's really that much I can do. Oh, I know that makes it go up. Alright then. I gotta do this quick like. Go up. Oh, not like that though. Oh wait, okay. I see it now. I see what I'm actually supposed to do. Yes, sir. Whoop. That is what I'm playing. Sick. That was awesome for the second that happened. Okay, should be able to swim through now.
I love physics. Oh, that's fancy and metal looking. There's a thing to explode over there.
This should be more than enough oil to light the passages below. But be careful transporting it. We have not perfected the refining.
3 things you need to know. Don't talk about this flight. Don't look him in the eye. And for God's sake, don't mention his daughter. Well, that's way back out. And the question is, do I need to get one of the explodey things back from there into here? The answer to that is, man, I hope not. Well, actually, it probably wouldn't be that bad with this open now. So I can just do this. And I can do this. And can I wing it that far? No. Uh-oh. Well, dang. Can I wing it that far? Sure can't. I can do this though. Do 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 do. Yep. Yep. Yay!
Yes, it worked.
I'm super smart. Alright, now that's spinning. Don't know what that's doing besides that, but it's spinning. That's cool. Oh, this water is rising much higher than I was expecting. Alright. Oh, yeah, like right there. Yay! I did it. I raided the tomb.
It's an ancient manuscript on the gifts of the earth.
I mastered natural instincts. That's cool. Okay. Anything else fun I can do now that I've raised the water level super high? Get over here.
My love, this letter is long overdue.
It's me, the truth seeker. Alright. That was not what I was, trying to do here. But, let's see, what can I upgrade? I can get string knocks, quicker loading of arrows, and a faster fire rate. Nyeh. I can get muzzle brake. Get a firing. I have broken the video game. There we go. And let's get a high rate of fire on that. Now I want to go here, I think. I'm gonna go over there. Woo! Woo. Now I'm on the roof. I need to get over there somehow. I don't remember how to get over there. This is a problem. Can I read this yet?
Not quite confident enough
No.
in my Russian.
I need to be level 3 Russian.
Seems to show a map of some sort.
Oh, I bet it's this cave. Whoa. Find it. Oh, hey, it's this cave. Yay.
Welcome back.
I think these are what you were looking for.
Yes. Yes. This will help us plan our resistance. We're grateful for all of your help. Take this, and travel lightly. This valley can be dangerous in the best of times. Greetings.
Neo rifle suppressor. Neo side missions because they unlock cool things like rifle suppressors. Ow. Also, for some reason, like, the shot noises come out of the speaker on the controller. That's weird.
You're back. Good.
What you need?
You can help us then.
What's the
Oh.
problem?
I have warriors spread across this valley. Last night, 2 of my bravest were captured, and I have reason to believe they are still alive.
Rescue mission.
There was a third with them who escaped, and he tells me they were taken beneath the train station. Saw them put into cages before he managed to escape. I have a dozen other warriors in the valley, and I have to stay here to coordinate their strikes. I've seen what you can do, and I must ask you to help.
Sure, I'll do that.
Of course.
They knew the risks, and they would happily die for the cause.
Hello there.
Hello.
I'm incredibly sick. How's the tomb rating going?
I rated a tomb, which is more than I can say about the previous game.
Nice. You're decked out for, like, winter shenanigans and talking to a guy.
Yep.
That's weird.
Because they're like side missions.
Weird.
Do.
The idea of Lara Croft taking side missions is really weird.
I'm also stealing wood from trees.
Like, I don't know. As someone who played, you know, the PS1 era games, and I guess eventually the PS2 ones, although I don't think I ever actually messed with those, Lara Croft always struck me as the person who shows up with no official anything, and basically just goes and desecrates some ancient archaeological site and then leaves. No one really cares, because they can't stop her. She never seemed like the type of person to go, like, talk to the locals and get missions. Like, the first game opens with your guide getting mauled by wolves, and she just shrugs and continues.
Well, should have gotten a better guide, I guess.
Yeah.
One who didn't get mauled by wolves.
I mean, he got her where she was going. He just got mauled by wolves once they got there. So technically, guided successfully.
There
He performed his function. What is this game? What do you do? Tell me about it.
So, this is Rise of the Tomb Raider. It is vaguely open worldy Tomb Raider adventures. There is a plot. I'm kind of ignoring it because the stuff you get from side missions is kind of integral. Like the last side mission I just did gave me a suppressor for my rifle.
That seems handy.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get over there. Not over there. Oh. I have these sick...
That wall seems distinctly marked for you to climb on.
Yep.
Is that a recurring trend?
Oh, yeah. The porous-looking walls are basically just, you can stick your axes in it and climb.
Dual wield your climbing axes.
And then, much like Uncharted with its yellow paint, if you see white paint anywhere, generally you can do like a double jump. Like you can jump up to it and then like scramble up the rest of it. Up. Like this. That seems really high though, so maybe...
Having not played Uncharted, the paint thing you were describing reminds me more of Horizon's climbing system, where there's just kind of like bright yellow stuff wherever you can climb.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this is to indicate you can climb. There are yellow ribbons or something dangling off a thing.
Also, there's
or
stealth.
Yellow ropes.
Stealth axe.
Check the bushes.
Oh, he sees me. Now he doesn't see anything, though. Yeah, there's stealth. There's bows. There's...
How many wild animals have you gunned down?
many.
Alright, good. Want to make sure they're keeping with the series roots of just... How many sick jumping flips through the air have you done while firing dual handguns?
0, because I only have one handgun.
That's bullshit.
Here's my one. It's called the Moon Shadow, though.
And that is a pretty good name for a handgun, but literally the first cutscene in the first Tomb Raider is doing dumb jumps through the air, dual-firing handguns at wolves. It's the first thing Lara Croft ever does.
Oop, there's a thing.
Improbable acrobatics while firing handguns, like she just fell out of a John Woo movie. Do you have cool sunglasses?
Maybe. Once I find a base camp, we can go look through all, like, the outfits I got. Because I think this came with, like, all the DLC. Like, all of it.
You said something about fighting a building?
Yeah, I thought... Oh, that's not the dude I'm supposed to save. That was a guard, by the way.
Just run up and tap a guard on the shoulder. I'm here to rescue you.
Pretty much. Yes, so I think it was the DLC. There's like a Trials of the Baba Yaga or something. Let me.
Pretty sure that's
Yeah,
DLC.
Baba Yaga missions, and it involves like you go in this cave and there are a bunch of plants on the wall, and it's like, oh, this is like hallucinogenic plants, and so you start tripping out, and you like get attacked by this house, and the Baba Yaga witch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're helped by this one person who's like, my grandpa went to go fight the witch because it ate my grandma.
All right, stay hidden.
And then spoiler alert, which is like the most obvious thing in the world.
Is the witch the grandma?
The witch is the grandma.
Oh no.
But it's actually like, so it's really clever because like the grandpa was a guard at the gulag.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandma was like a scientist prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
And like the hallucinogenic plants are kind of like not that crazy. Like it's not. They are.
It's not crazy supernatural.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's like a realistic-ish thing.
Well, it's a realistic-ish thing, but the grandma, because she was a scientist, like she set it all up. So like, eventually you go back through the area where you fight the building without tripping. And it's like, oh, it's just like a mining gondola that she is decorated to look like a thing as it's, going up and down the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not supernatural, but it's like, it's Scooby-Doo-esque.
Yeah, you were just high as fuck while you were dealing with all this stuff.
Yes. And it was really fun and kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Though
I always like that trick in storytelling where it's like the introducing supernatural elements but then explaining it away as, no, you were just drugged.
Yeah. Gonna go back to the guy so I can pick up that infiltrator outfit or whatever. So I bet it looks super cool.
Probably. It's called the Infiltrator outfit. You gotta look cool when you're infiltrating something.
Yeah.
Ask anyone in Persona 5.
Exactly.
Which I've kind of been replaying a little bit just to kind of, hey, start the new game plus, see how that goes.
Yeah.
That game starts weird.
It does.
Like, it simultaneously starts slower and way too fast compared to Persona 4. Like, everyone, I don't know, it's weird. You get dumped into the metaverse real quick, and, like, I don't know. Something about just, I forgot how dumb everyone is when that plot starts. Of, like, you walk into a castle, and a knight walks up wearing a mask who's, like, twice as tall as you, and Ryuji turns around and goes, oh, are you a student? And I was just sitting there like, oh my god, I forgot how dumb this was.
Also, they're levels. Oh, let's get Silent Killer. That seems important.
Oh, that seems like a thing you'd want to go with your infiltrator suit.
Yep.
Do you just look like Solid Snake now?
I haven't looked at that quite yet.
Damn it.
Because, this game's inventory system is bananas. Well, let's make a large pistol ammo pouch. That seems useful.
What does Heart of Stone give you?
It's like damage resistance.
Ow.
Also, your clothes are in your weapons for some reason. So yeah, there are a whole lot of different bows. I got this bow for doing the Baba Yaga stuff, and apparently, like, I can shoot the the hallucinogenic stuff at people, and that seems fun.
I like the idea of that. The problem with drugging enemies is you don't get to see what they're seeing when they trip out.
That's true. Here's my Moon Shadow pistol, although the Venom hand cannon also seems, pretty great. Also, that is a revolver with a silencer on it, and it's not how that works. Make me mad. You
I mean, look, you just strap a silencer to anything.
You can't put a silencer on a revolver. It doesn't work.
What
Also,
if you put a silencer on your bow?
I have a bajillion outfits.
Hey, that's alright. Dressing up is fun.
So if I can find the Infiltrator outfit. Oh, Infiltrator. Outfit bonus. Reduces the delay before health begins regenerating when damaged.
That seems like a weird bonus
Yeah.
for an infiltrator suit, but sure.
Also, I just look like Nathan Drake in a tack vest or something.
Ow. That's... eh.
I can look like vaguely Assassin's Creed. Oh wait, no, that's not the Assassin's Creed one. That's just a weird...
One of those just looked like you were the lady from Horizon.
Oh yeah, that's the one I got for doing the Baba Yaga stuff. And it's like, yo, check out my sick skull hat. Also my, like, tank top in the Arctic.
I mean, hey.
Here's a reference to Tomb Raider 3, which is bright orange, which is very sneaky.
Why would Tomb Raider 3 be the one you reference?
Well, I mean, there are other ones too, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I like this one. Like, casual leather jacket.
Casual leather jacket always looks cool.
Yeah. This one's just called Shadowrunner. Here's the one that causes Lara to hear voices in her head. They counsel her. They understand. But yeah, some of the DLC outfits give you bonuses.
I like that the Shadowrunner one just gives you like pseudo unlimited ammo. I like that the bonuses don't have to make sense. It's just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's whatever. You paid money for this, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's an ally mission nearby. Oh. Let's see what that will give me.
Lara, I'm in need of your skills if you have a moment.
Hi.
I've been expecting a messenger bird with a report.
I've been expecting a messenger bird. So the plot of this game... Let me see if I can remember it, because it's not the best.
Okay, before you hop into the plot, I was going to ask, is there a reason you switched back to this particular outfit?
So it's vaguely plot related in that, so like the last major plot beat that happened was, I can do a shotgun thing for the shotgun. Is it a faction thing? Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So
I noticed it did not have a bonus attributed to it.
Yeah.
So I was wondering why you'd switch back to this.
Also, right. I think it looks cool.
It looks fine, but it's no casual leather jacket.
It is no casual leather jacket, but it's also like, don't wear a casual leather jacket in the Siberian wilderness.
Whatever, always wear a casual jacket.
Alright. Oh, there's a bird. Oh, do I have to, like, kill the bird to get it to drop its information? I was not paying that close attention.
I mean, you probably should, just to be safe.
Uh-oh. Oh, hello. That guy was T-posing super hard. Look, what? Oh, God. Why are they T-posing? This game is falling apart.
Picked a good time to tune in.
Yep.
Right as everything breaks.
That was super weird. Anyway, the plot. You're after something called the Divine Source that drove your dad crazy. Because, you know, tomb raiding. Whoa, what was that noise? Oh, there's another dude still alive. That's what that noise was. In the interim, there is like a evil group called Trinity led by some dude named Constantine, I think is his name.
Yeah, it's a good name for an evil guy running an evil organization.
Yep.
Are they vaguely religious? Because with a name like that, I
Yes.
feel like, yeah, they could.
Uh,
They are off-brand Knights Templar.
yes. And then it's like revealed that so the blonde lady that I sent you the picture of, thinking, you know, oh hey look, it's Make Me Mad's character because it's a blonde lady who is evil and a bitch. Like because Lord Croft is like a crazy, or was a crazy archaeologist with no time for anything. She's like, oh, I need to give my daughter Laura a sick, like a, you know, better influence than me. So he brought in the blonde lady to be like, yo, please help me raise my daughter because I'm bad.
I'm your new mom.
Yeah, basically. But that didn't
work out.
Yeah, no. Oh, dang it.
See, the thing is that, like, Lara Croft, in the PS1 games at least, already kind of hit the thing of, like, rich, bitchy lady. Because she literally just strolls into foreign countries and steals all their shit and guns everything down and kills, like, 1 billion wild animals. So it's like, the other lady, like, sure, blonde lady's probably fine, but, like, I don't know. Not doing it. I like Natla better. When are they bringing Natla back?
I don't have an answer.
Bring back the dumb Atlantean plot line.
What?
Yeah, Natla. Because, you know, her name, Natla, it's an anagram. I think, yeah, anagram's the word. I'm sick, whatever. Point is, yeah, she's Atlantean. The whole plot is you find the lost city of Atlantis, and then she turns into a crazy red demon with wings and shoots fireballs at you flying around.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
You fight like a giant, like, torso monster at the start of the final level.
Which game is this?
Tomb Raider 1 on the PS1.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to fight a bunch of Atlantean centaurs that are basically just centaurs with no skin and arm cannons, like Mega Man X.
Alrighty.
You fight your doppelganger at one point, but you can't actually fight it because, you know, it's your doppelganger. It just moves perfectly symmetrical to you. So it's like you're in a big room, so you just, like, move in such a way that it falls into a death trap and you do not. Which is actually a clever way to handle that, I think.
Yeah.
And then in one of the weird, like, the remakes of the PS1 games or whatever, like the Tomb Raider Legends or whatever they're called,
Yeah.
like, there's one based around Laura's doppelganger as, like, a completely separate character going and doing its own thing.
Weird.
Yep. Apparently they also brought Natla back for that game.
Makes sense. Is that the one that looked super weird and cartoony? And
I think that's the one where it actually didn't. Like, I think the one I think the original Legends is the one with the super cartoony look, and then that second, like, I think it was called, like, Laura's Shadow or something weird like that. I think it was Tomb Raider Underworld. I don't know. I haven't looked too much into all of those, like, subsequent Tomb Raider games. Like, I beat the first one and then played a little bit of the second one, and then I think I played a little bit of, like, I think there was one called Revelations, because there's a game in every series called Revelations.
This is true.
So, I think I played a little bit of that one, and then was like, and kind of fell off Tomb Raider entirely.
The only Tomb Raiders I've played are the rebooty ones.
I've not played the
And
reboots, although this one does look fun, so I might give it a shot at some point.
Yeah. If you can find it cheap enough, it's like totally...
I'm sure it's around somewhere.
Yeah.
But it seems like a weird open world thing where you can play dress up, and that's always fun.
Yep.
It's basically all I need.
And the combat's fun, and the
You're
jumping
grabbing
around is
plants
fun.
to make stuff.
Yep. Like, you know, not to rag too hard. Well, I mean, I don't know. It probably deserves to be ragged on. Like, this game has...
Does this seem way better than the other Tomb Raider reboot?
Well, yes, but I was also...
This game?
But I was trying to rag on Metal Gear Survive in a way.
Oh.
Because, like, there's some... Early on, there was some light survival-y stuff of, like, make a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Go hunt a deer so you can eat it.
I briefly considered getting Metal Gear Survive and just streaming that.
I also have briefly considered it and then gone, No.
Okay, so here's the thing. I went and watched a video of the final boss fight and the ending.
Okay.
No one should play Metal Gear Survive. Like, I actually don't have a problem with the story. The story is stupid, but whatever. But, oh my god, that last boss fight looks like the most atrocious fucking thing in the world. It's just, like, tower defense for, like, a solid 30 minutes.
Wow.
It's like, hey, here's the final boss. It's gonna stand over there and be ominous while it just spawns in wave after wave of generic enemy. Now defend these 3 points on the map. Like, I watched a video of someone doing it. It was literally just them running around, putting down fences, and then firing guns through the fences for, like, half an hour.
Great. I think I got all the side missions. Hooray. I'm just gonna fast travel to
Oh, sorry, spoilers for Metal Gear Survive.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it turns out that does take place. Well, so the nanomachine world is an alternate timeline.
Yeah. But it's not, because, like, again, there is no good way to talk about this without just blowing the plot of Metal Gear Survive.
No, whatever. I'm blowing the plot.
Yeah,
We already said spoilers for
that's
Metal Gear
true.
Survive.
Because, like,
So the one kid is like your dude, your like
Yeah.
guide at the base is the little kid who's in the wheelchair.
yeah.
They're the same person. He just got sent back in time at the end of the game and ended up in World War II, and then grew up to be a part of the organization that eventually he's with you whenever you go in there the second time around.
Great.
You're going in for the first time, he's going in for the second time. It's a time travel loop, it's a stable loop. That's why the wormhole technology exists. Is because he brought it out with him whenever he got sent back in time, I guess. And you guys just stay trapped in the crazy interdimensional void, I guess, forever. Although you do pick up the remains of Sahelanthropus at one point. Like, that just shows up. I don't know why.
As you do.
So it's like you drag it back to base. Also, you get Metal Gear Ray.
What?
You can call it in for support, like an artillery strike. It just shows up and lasers everything.
Okay.
I don't know why you get Metal Gear Ray. I don't know if that's explained. I don't know everything about the plot. I just looked at the important stuff.
I don't know. All I remember seeing, because, like, this was like the day it came out, was
Mm-hmm.
all the dumb zombie things are nanomachines, because of course they are.
Yeah.
And like, it's set in, like, the 22nd century, and it's not actually a different dimension like they kept saying it was.
It actually is.
It is a different dimension?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like you're in a weird, like, in-between dimensions, like, vortex caused by the wormholes. So the basic deal is that in the alternate timeline, the nanomachines went out of control and turned everybody into zombies in, like, a Grey Goose scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, basically, apparently, the nanomachines are programmed. Then it was like, yo, put them into war. And they were like, alright, if everyone is a nanomachine zombie, you won't go to war against each other. Bam, done. So the nanomachines took over the planet, turned everybody into nanomachine zombies. And then the core AI of the nanomachines was like, well, we're done. What do we do now? And then it's like, well, fuck, I don't know. Let's research wormhole technology, go to other dimensions, and then also pacify those other dimensions. So that's what all the wormholes are about, is this AI was like, yo, what if we just went to other dimensions and also took them over?
All
For
right.
peace. And then it runs into you guys, and you're like, oh, we should probably kill this thing before it makes it to the main universe. And then you do. And the only thing that makes it back to the main universe is the kid, who grows up to be the old guy who is your handler, who orchestrates the whole thing to happen again and himself to end up in there with you, so that he can create a stable time loop.
Great.
Yep, and that's how the wormhole technology gets out, and why everybody has wormhole technology in Phantom Pain, is that because this one happens like 3 days after Ground Zeroes, so it's like there is still a 9-year gap between this one and Phantom Pain.
Another Soviet plaque.
But it still doesn't explain how you get Jehudi's arm.
No, well, I'm assuming that'll be DLC.
Oh, yeah, of course.
because you know there will be DLC.
Oh, yeah.
Just pick up these corpse mushrooms.
Yeah,
I'll use those for something.
probably.
Oh, at one point you also recruit an XOF soldier.
Oh, yeah, the blonde guy.
Yeah, he's apparently there with you for some reason. I think that was pretty much it as far as interesting stuff. Well, quote-unquote interesting. But yeah, everything I've seen of that game has made it look not great. As you'd kind of expect. Man, those guys are super dead.
They are. Looks like I could be able to...
Are those guys with or against your faction?
I think they're like World War II Russians.
Well, they are skeletons, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. But, this is a long time to be pinned up there if you've turned into skeletons.
This is true.
Really? There hasn't been a storm or anything that shook that loose. Also, wait. If he's a full-on skeleton, how is he hanging up there?
He's like... He's got pickaxes in his hands.
Yeah, but if he's just bones, there's nothing holding the bones together. There's no ligaments.
There's clothes. Still wearing
Yeah,
clothes.
but that wouldn't be enough to support the whole skeleton. Also, if he rotted away to just bones in the clothes, wouldn't there be way grosser?
Now that you've
How's his boot still on?
Now that you've pointed this out, I can't. We're just gonna go. We're just leaving this area.
It's really confusing to me.
You're not wrong.
That's why I was confused, because I thought this was recent, and then I realized they were all skeletons. And I got really confused. Okay. Anyways.
And steal these feathers.
I like your weird grappling rope arrow thing.
It's fun. Oh.
Can you use it for dumb shenanigans, or is it only for getting from place to place?
There's some puzzle solving, but you can't,
You can't just cause it.
No, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah. Maybe that's an upgrade. I don't know.
Because that was actually one of the things I liked about Horizon, was the whole idea of your weird rope casting gun that ties enemies to the ground so they can't run around as freely. But I'm kind of annoyed that that's not just a normal bow thing in that game. You have to get a special weapon to use that.
Whoops.
There's a lot of weird restrictions in that game.
Ow. Fell off the roof. Have I, royally screwed this up? The answer...
Probably not. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, This isn't going well, maybe that.
It's fine. So, these games have actually, as far as I know, I never played the first one of these. Did you?
Yes.
Did you play it to completion?
Yes.
So, have they completely avoided the supernatural shenanigans?
No.
Okay.
No, they have not.
Alright.
Because, yeah, the first one goes full crazy at the end of just,
Alright, it does go full actual supernatural?
Yes.
Okay. They don't just explain it away with something...
No. And,
Alright.
I've maybe read some things about this game, and, yeah, this game goes
in a similar...
full crazy at some point.
Alright. I'm glad about that, because the Tomb Raider games have always had that, and I would be bummed if they decided to go full realistic.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because I liked the dumb, weird, supernatural crap you got into in the originals. There was a puzzle in the original that was just yo, you walk into a room and there's just a statue, and it's there's a giant statue hand laying on the ground in this room, and if you climb into the hand, you just get frozen into a gold statue and fall over and die. And it's like, oh wait, shit, it was a statue of King Midas, right? So then you've got to go around the tomb, collect all this shit, and use that thing to turn them to gold, so you can use them to open some door. And it's all just weird shenanigans like that. But I like that moment of like, oh, here's this weird hand. What am I supposed to do with this hand? And then, ah, shit, I'm dead. There were a lot of weird instant death traps.
Apparently you can do, like, a sick Just Cause grapple to hanging rope things, as evidenced by that thing I just did.
I saw that. But I mean, just cause it in terms of, like, using it on enemies.
Unfortunately, I do not think that is a thing that can happen.
Oh, well. This seems dangerous.
A little bit. I mean, it's like a decaying Soviet copper
I don't know, the
mine.
decaying Soviets seemed pretty sturdy.
I mean, you're not wrong. Stealth!
It's weird that their bodies held together better than their buildings.
Stealth axe. I like how happy the little, like, modifiers to your XP gain is. It's just like, yo, stealth kill! Yo, stealth axe! What? Why is this building falling apart sideways?
Man, I can't wait for the, like, horrible dystopian future where everybody's got augmented reality crap going all the time, so that soldiers in a war zone actually see those bonuses pop up.
Just turns into
headshot!
Just turns into Bulletstorm.
Yeah. Where all warfare is Bulletstorm. Welcome to the future.
I got a submachine gun component. Cool.
Are there just, like, pieces of this building flying off as you climb on it?
That's what that seemed like. Oh, hello.
That seemed like maybe a physics bug. Because I couldn't see any discernible reason why those, like, boards were flying. I thought somebody was shooting at you or something for a second, but that wasn't the case. Oh, no lockpicking minigame?
No, just hold it and go.
Alright, at what point in this game do you get to dual-wield Uzis?
I unfortunately think that may be not a thing.
Okay, because I'm serious, that was like halfway through the first game. They really gotta step it up.
Oh,
My first game,
God,
obviously,
please
I'm
stop
recording
shooting.
PS1 era.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty sure you've also never fought a skinless centaur man in this game, so, you know, really gotta step it up. I'm gonna be honest, like, if they actually do tie in all the original dumb stuff from Tomb Raider 1, I will totally be in for that game. Like, that would totally get me to play this, is if it just, they actually brought back all the dumb Atlantis stuff, and Natla and all that other crap.
Oh, I died. I think
There was a boss fight in that first game against a guy who just rode a skateboard around while firing Uzis at you. With a, I believe he had a backwards baseball cap, but I could be wrong.
Great.
That dude has a lot of Molotov cocktails.
He really does. I mean, I've got a couple.
Yeah, but, like, he must have a crate back there. I'm actually going to be kind of upset if you get back there and there's not a crate of Molotov cocktails on the ground.
I'm crafty. That's what that said. Ah.
Headshot.
Why you gotta shoot at me like that? Crafty, crafty. How is that not a headshot? That seemed pretty on the head there.
Could have been more of a neck shot. Okay, well, I do appreciate that everything over there exploded when you threw that.
And go back down. Oh, yeah. There is no crate of Molotov cocktails here. I'm disappointed.
Well, to be fair, everything exploded when you threw that first cocktail over, so maybe there was and it's just gone now.
Maybe. There's a sick, like,
The whole room did totally burst into flames.
breaker box. Lock picking. I opened up that locker and got 2 things I was already filled up on.
Great.
Yeah. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going up. That's where I'm going.
I'm in trouble.
Also, I think I've hit the point you got to where it is now time for the Monster Hunter break. Because I've beaten the, like, rank 49 quest thing
Oh,
to unlock the next rank of quests.
the tempered Kieran stuff?
Yeah.
How fun was that?
By the way, for the record, 45 Thunder Defense and a Lightning and a Thunderproof Mantle is not enough.
Anyway, plot stuff. That Jacob guy, Trinity...
Don't trust people named Jacob.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't ever do that.
I did that once. I got a spear in the back.
No, there was some dude named Flash. Never trust people named Flash.
I mean, also, but what about Flash Gordon?
Eh,
I have it on good authority that he'll save every one of us.
you know, that's true.
If I can't trust the Queen, who can I trust? Sorry, Jacob, what's his deal?
He was in the jail. He's the leader of the Remnant faction that I've been kind of helping out.
Fucking hate Remnant factions.
He gave me this nice coat, cause
What are they remnants of?
I don't think they've said yet, but I maybe read a thing and no.
Oh, okay.
And
It seems weird that Laura would not be more interested in who she is working with.
well, she
if
is.
She does not know.
But he was like, "Look, man, enemy of my enemy," and she was like, "Fair enough." This seems dangerous.
I don't know. These guys don't seem so tough. I mean, I'm going to point out you have not fired an actual gun the whole time I've been watching this, to my knowledge. If you can kill all these jumps with a bow and arrow, I have a hard time believing that these other guys are this helpless.
Oops. I think I shot the bird that I was trying to hunt.
Oh, right.
With an actual gun. I got it like a double shot skill, but I don't know how to make it go. Where like I can...
Or like a double arrow.
Or like I can fire 2 arrows out of the same like thing, and hit.
Yeah, like fire 2 arrows at once.
Yeah, and hit 2 different people with them.
Oh.
But
that seems cool.
But I don't know
you
how.
Should figure out how to do that.
I really should.
I bet that looks rad.
Probably. Oops. Oh, hello. Excuse me.
Alright, so this is a thing that does bother me.
Okay.
If you're shooting these guys with arrows, the arrows are not visible in them.
I think they are. I'm just blowing past them super fast. Like,
I don't know, because I saw that guy take one to, like, the neck area, and then he ran back and looked fine.
that guy's got an arrow in him.
Okay, so it does happen.
Yeah, that guy's got 2, because I shot him twice. And then I pick... Cause, well, I'm like... Because I got a skill that lets me pick up arrows that
Yeah.
I've shot. Because that's a skill. I think like when I do that, the arrow model goes away. Cause,
Yeah, that makes
Because I
sense.
picked it back up. Oh boy.
I guess the thing, and I'm sure this would be a annoying thing to program or, you know, would change the balance of the game, whatever. An arrow sticking out of you, I feel, would impact your ability to run and turn around and then aim and shoot.
I mean, like, you got adrenaline going.
Yeah, but there's a big friggin' honkin' long shaft of wood jammed in you. Like, it feels like if nothing else, it would make moving around kind of awkward.
No, I want the thing so I can make a Molotov cocktail to throw at this dude with a riot shield. It bounced off the dude with the riot shield. Ah! Oh boy. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, what's up?
How much are they paying these guys?
Not enough.
To run into a burning building after this chick, wearing full armor and riot shields.
Not enough.
Oh, that looked weird. So I don't think that thing, like, bounced off the guy with the riot shield. It looked like it literally hung in midair, like, above his riot shield for, like, a full second and then exploded.
Sure, why not?
I'll have to go back and check the tape on that one, but that looked like a bug.
This game does, like... Oh, hey, my Wi-Fi connection is lost for some reason. I don't know why that keeps happening. Oh, hello.
Alright. Again, so that guy watched you throw a Molotov at the first guy with the riot shield, and that guy burned to death in a horrible manner. Like,
Yep.
screaming the whole time. Then he walked down there with a riot shield and let the same thing happen to him.
There's Jacob, by the way.
Oh.
He looks vaguely like Norman Reedus crossed with Troy Baker,
He is protagonist man.
basically.
Oh god, he's the dude from Shadow of Mordor.
Oh yeah, that's a much better comparison, because you're not wrong.
What did they find down here?
Alternately, he's Caleb.
I don't think he's taken a shower, so, you know, accurate.
Many of the old paths collapsed, but it's safe now. Or it used
I love that Kari Payton's first role,
Trinity must have found the old mining equipment.
critical role, was a 1.
To finish what the Soviets
I mean, really, how else do you want to start that off? First roll of the campaign, 20. First guest roll, 1.
this
That's how this goes.
Yep. Anything important, they're gonna fuck it up. Random perception checks, natural 20.
Bring the whole place down.
the Soviets destroyed much of the old path.
Ah,
Kicking Marisha into a pit, natural 20. Oh, that was so good.
Bye, Jacob.
I love how much everyone was freaking out about the pit in that combat encounter.
Oh, boy.
Like, as soon as they realized there was a giant pit in the ground and that
ow.
Marisha was standing right on the edge. Are there just, like, rocks falling on you?
Yeah, because the Trinity has a comically oversized mining drill or something.
Oh god, you walked into fucking... Wait, Total Recall, that's it.
I've not seen that movie.
Oh, there's a giant dumb drill in that. Arnold Schwarzenegger runs away from it and then kills a guy driving it.
As you do.
I don't remember if there was a pithy one-liner, but I think it's safe to assume. Also, Michael Ironside is in that movie. He's great.
Stealth kill faster, Laura.
It's a stealth kill, not a speed kill.
It's a real messed up stealth kill also, because, like, you jam the axe into, like, their shoulder and then, like, wiggle it.
I mean, that would kill you.
I mean, you're not wrong. How do I get up there? Da, 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 da. I'm just gonna headshot this man.
I find it hard to believe that that is a stealth kill.
And when I said I was gonna stealth kill that man, and then I didn't. I like shot him like 5 times.
The way you stick it in them and the way they get to struggle for a little bit, I feel like they would make some noise during that.
Oh shit. Now what?
Well, that's a problem.
That guy... Oh, I guess that guy had a helmet on or something.
Or something, because...
Because that was a headshot, and he was fine.
Some objects can be moved. Oh, I bet this one can.
Or maybe he's secretly Atlantean. Probably not.
Probably not. Maybe.
Man, I don't know why, but I would be so excited if they just hinted they were bringing all the dumb stuff from the first game back.
Oh, sick, a knife.
Oh, everybody loves those. What are you going to use a knife for? Like, you've got dual climbing axes. Those are basically just knives with long handles.
Oh, I'm going to use knives to cut ropes.
I feel like you had a billion things you could do that with already.
Well, you know.
Like, a knife should not be a power-up at this point.
Well, that elevator is kaput.
I will be right back.
Alrighty.
Comrades, this re-
Could this be part of the lost city?
I want to take a moment until Making Mad gets back. If I look in here, it'll tell me how my double arrow thing works. Zoomed in with a fully drawn bow.
Oh, I'm back.
I'm glad because I wanted to wait just a second because there's this this stack of coins here.
Oh?
I want you to guess
What kind of coins?
Byzantine coins.
Ooh.
I want you to guess how many coins I will get from this gigantic pile of coins.
Alright. Let me see. On mine, you're still in the menu, so give me a sec.
Yeah.
Stream delays.
Yep.
More skeletons. That is a pretty sizable stack of coins.
Yep.
I would say that is at least 50 coins.
2.
That was 2 coins.
Yes.
Feel like...
Oh boy. That was-
See, this is what you get in a socialist country. It's taxes. It's like this giant stack of coins, and it's like, oh, how much do I get? 2. You get 2 of these. The rest doesn't go to you, the rest goes to the man. Taxing your Tomb Raiding profits.
Also, by the way, this is still a sequel to that Tomb Raider game, and boy, that...
I just hoped it
Yep,
they-
you still die horribly on traps.
Yeah, they need to tone that down just a little bit.
But
I
TFP,
feel.
you love traps.
I mean, yeah, but...
of my life.
I think there's like a knife skill I can...
Strangely, I have
something...
There are incredible.
You're right, Laura, that was too close.
This must be part of the Prophet's lost city.
I like the idea of just sitting down here for a base camp thing and, like, while the building is rumbling and shaking around you.
Yeah, you know.
So I had a question, but the presence of the giant dumb drill kind of answered it, which was, I guess all these guys you were killing are Trinity dudes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. There's something else.
Oh, yeah, I need the knife for death from above. That's what I need the knife for.
I feel like you've got multiple ways already to deliver death from above.
I mean, you'd think that, but...
Like, I don't know, the double climbing axes, which are much better weapons than a knife.
How can I upgrade? Nothing. Why are you freaking out, menu?
I like that death from above has just become a ubiquitous skill in these games, though.
Yeah, just...
It's always an upgrade.
Land on a dude with a knife.
And it's almost always just called death from above. Because why bother trying to come up with a different name for it? Everyone knows what this is.
Oh, hey, that's... See, that's more like a stealth kill. That right there, with the knife.
Oh, do you do stealth kills with a knife now?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, see there, that's a better upgrade. If it was now your stealth kills are faster and more silent.
Yeah, but like, one of my upgrades already was, now my stealth kills are silent.
Oh. That is a much better stealth kill. Though I feel like maybe the stab should come first, but whatever. Like, any stealth kill that doesn't open with the thing that kills them, I feel like is a little bit questionable. Because something grabs me from behind, my first instinct is to yell, fuck. I feel like I could yell that before I was stabbed in that situation. Which would kind of ruin your stealth.
Mason jars can be crafted into smoke grenades. Okay.
Oh, good to know.
That's one of the things that this game does.
You've got
that
a
I
fucking
think's-
box of potential smoke grenades up at the Goodwill.
Yep. That this game does that I think is really neat compared to other games of this type, like like The Last of Us or The Evil Within, where like all the little things that you get to all the little things you get to pick up to like distract enemies can also be turned into like Molotov cocktails.
Oh, okay.
Like if it's a bottle, then you can turn it into a Molotov. You can turn like cans into shrapnel grenades.
Alright, so putting those things on double duty.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
This seems safe.
Someone tried to get through this door before.
Puzzles. Can I like... No? Okay. This thing?
See, this looks like a fucking door in Tomb Raider.
Let's see. That's hooked to a crane. Do something over here. No, can I get over there somehow? Maybe?
I feel like puzzles have kind of fallen by the wayside in games a lot these days.
Yeah, and that's... I mean, like, these are kind of simple puzzles, generally speaking.
Yeah, but that's not bad.
Yeah, no. Other than this one where I'm like, what am I doing here? This seems safe.
It feels like a lot of games have moved more in the direction of just get you to the shooting and fighting part.
Yeah.
Which I don't necessarily hate, because, you know, a bad puzzle is really frustrating.
Yes.
So I suppose in a lot of cases it's better to err on the side of safety and just make a simple puzzle or no puzzle at all.
Oh, wait, can I...
Also, just throwing this out there, mostly unrelated, but since I've been replaying Bayonetta 1 a lot lately, man, I am glad that Bayonetta 2 got rid of those instant death quick time events.
Yup.
Because, man, I forgot how many of those were in the first game.
Yup. This'll be interesting. Oh, and I can use the knife to... Yeah. Look at that. Puzzle solving. Whoop, that...
Mm-hmm.
That could have gone better. Oh my god.
Did you or did you not solve the puzzle?
I mean, I did.
Alright. Everything's fine then.
Yeah. That was...
Where do you get your infinite rope?
I don't know. Never leave home without it.
See, this is starting to feel more accurate to Tomb Raider, wherein all of your adventures end in the complete destruction of the place you went to.
There's a great line in Uncharted 3 near the end where the... Whoa, boy. Like, the giant city is, like, exploding and stuff. And it's literally because, like, they shot it with 3 bullets at a very specific spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sully's just like, 3 bullets, Nate! You're destroying this city with 3 goddamn bullets! And it's great. Uncharted 3 gets a bad rap. Uncharted 3 is totally okay. That's a red... I'm not going to take cover behind the red barrel, because that's just asking for
That seems
problems.
like a bad move.
Also, not gonna lie, I think this game looks good.
It is a good-looking game. I don't think anybody would argue that.
Ow. Stop shooting me. Stop it.
To be honest, to me, it just looks like Uncharted, so, you know.
Well, yeah. But, like, good Uncharted.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is Uncharted is, to my knowledge, basically a spiritual successor to Tomb Raider anyways, so...
Pretty much.
Like, that makes sense that this would at some point just turn into Uncharted. Because it kind of should be.
Ironically, like, I feel like the first one was a lot more Uncharted to, like, that game's detriment. Whereas this seems more like they looked at Uncharted and tried to grow from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they did a better job in this than they did in just trying to be like, we're Uncharted now. This is what we are.
Now this makes sense. If I follow these directions...
Also, pretty cool is these monoliths, because you have to increase your language levels, which is a really weird thing to say about, in a video game of I gotta learn Russian and Greek and Arabic, I think was the first one.
Wait, you need to find a monolith for that?
No, you find like murals and notes
Okay.
taken, and if your language is high enough, you can translate the monoliths, and they'll be like, "Yo, here's a bunch
Okay.
of secret items and stuff."
That makes way more sense. I thought from the way you worded that originally that you were finding the monoliths to upgrade your language. And I
No,
was like, wait, you have a phone. You can just do that now. There's apps. Just play a game on the flight over.
yeah, but your cell reception's really bad, and
Well, yeah, I'm sure down here it's terrible, but... I mean, for the learning part. Like, there's all kinds of weird little apps and shit for learning other languages.
Oh yeah, I have one on my phone.
Well, hey, there's another horrible spike
Yep,
pit. They have a lot of those down here, I guess.
they do. It's weird.
Gold sword hilt inlaid with jewels.
They still do
belonged to a
this.
Byzantine noble.
I
The blade itself
feel-
chopped off at the base.
I don't know how I feel about you climbing this ice wall.
I think it's pretty cool.
That was my death rattle. I'm literally dying. You got a spiffy sword.
Yep.
That sword would be fucking terrible in a fight.
It would.
You don't make swords out of gold. It's a bad idea.
See, I
Despite
found
what Final Fantasy would tell you.
I found this Soviet book, and now my Russian level increased
Oh.
slightly. All that for one paper. Cool.
Alright. I'm not questioning that Lara Croft is a strong lady. But the way you just pulled down that giant barricade with your bare hands seems odd.
I used a rope arrow.
Yeah, but... maybe it was just a much weaker barricade than it appeared.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe that wood was just super decayed or something, but like that was a big fucking wall.
I would have thought there would have been a way to go more clear after, coming down over here. But I just see a bunch of spikes. So let's go back the other way, I guess. What's going on up here? Oh, yeah, this is where I climbed up the ice wall, I think. Well, I feel like this kind of has to be the way forward, because...
I think... I may have seen it wrong back there, but I thought there was a place to climb up near one of those pits.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I think it was just a weird highlight.
Okay.
Like...
I couldn't tell if that was an ice wall or, like...
Oh, wait. No, you were totally right.
Oh, it was an ice wall?
Yep.
Okay. I only saw it for like a second because I just noticed right as you were turning and going in a different direction.
Whoop. People be shooting at me. Oh, that didn't work. That did, though.
So again, and I feel like this is something that, also probably comes into play during Uncharted. But like, what is the like benefits plan for the soldiers of these evil organizations?
I It's
It's gotta
actually,
be
but
fucking amazing, right?
I mean, you'd think it doesn't really come up that much in Uncharted, other than there's one really funny bit, kind of, that in Uncharted 3, where they're at like a just the worst, like a
We now have to
at
leave
the
this place.
on fire chateau,
We intend to
and
go
Nathan Drake is like, "Guys, the house is on fire. Can we take this outside, please?"
hundreds of artifacts.
Like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like this place is actively collapsing due to a giant super evil drill. Like this whole place is falling apart. Why are they still in here trying to attack you?
Oh, hey, hi, later.
But I was thinking it would come up in Uncharted just because of the sheer amount of people that Nathan Drake kills. And it's like, whatever you're trying to find is probably worth a lot of money. Is it, like, the sheer split on this, because you've got hundreds of dudes. Like, the split of the profit can't be good enough to justify going up against the one-man killing machine that is Nathan Drake.
You'd think.
And also, again, the burning house is a good example of, like, you guys are super dedicated, and I feel like you shouldn't be. Like, these guys, I guess maybe it makes more sense, because if they're like a weird, you know, not quite Knights Templar, then it's like, oh, they're fanatics. That's fine. You can write them off. Like, these guys have got their whole greater good thing going on. But to my knowledge in Uncharted, it was usually just, like, scumbags and mercenaries.
Yeah, Uncharted villains can kind of be divvied up into two different camps. The Uncharted 1, 3, and 4 are all just rich jerks who are like, I want to discover things. And they have like a paramilitary sidekick person who's like, I will help with this, and I will be creepy and dark.
Mm-hmm.
Uncharted 2 had, yo, I am a crazy warlord. I'm going to fuck things up.
See, the problem is when you say warlord, I just immediately think back to that fucking picture from Beyond Two Souls.
It's a white guy, but...
Can't hear the word warlord anymore. It's been ruined for me. Thanks, David Cage.
Right, that should work.
Okay, good. I'm glad she said she's not strong enough to pull that, because that would have been absurd. Lara Croft is strong, but she's not Wonder Woman.
That did it.
Whoa, excuse me. Oh boy. Oh dear. We're okay. Everything's fine. Oh, spoke a little too soon on that one. Oh boy. That's not the way to jump. I jumped in a hole. Like, super hard.
It happens.
Yep. Take two. And action. Oh, there we go.
You must be the immortal prophet.
The immortal prophet.
And this, it shows the exodus of his people from the deserts of Syria.
Oh, is this where you get your co-op sidekick?
They settled in a hidden valley.
I don't. There is co-op in this game for some reason.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Dash.
I was just thinking of that Guardian of Light game.
To protect the city and its people, the prophet raised an army.
I think I have that game. I think it was PS Plus free at one point.
Is this
That makes sense.
I played the second one and was not super keen on it.
Yeah, I hadn't heard much about the second one.
The
One of those had like a weird Legacy of Kain tie-in.
sure.
Like you could play as Raziel and Kain instead of Laura and the other guy.
Why not?
Every now and then I get the really terrible idea of like, maybe I should stream the Legacy of Kain games. And then I just go, no. Like, I start remembering those games and just be like, nah.
I keep seeing like all of those at stores.
They go on sale for so cheap. Like, super low prices.
But
Like, they're always on the Humble Bundle for like $1.99 for every game in the series. And I always resist the urge.
like the thing is like I know you've talked about them at length, but I can never remember which ones are the ones that I should go for and which ones I should avoid, and it's just like I don't care enough.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Those games should be books. Because they fucking love cutscenes and story, and the gameplay is always an afterthought.
It's
Like, do you want to talk about an era where puzzles were still, like... Those games are fucking old Tomb Raider. Of just, like, fucking solve this block puzzle. Arrange these pipes in such a way to fucking blow smoke up this spider boss's ass during the boss fight. Like, those games are weird.
And ironically, I believe at least some of them were written and designed by the Uncharted lady.
I believe so, yeah.
It's a geothermal valley.
Like, those games are Tomb Raider up until Defiance, which is like the last game in the series, at which point it kind of turned into Devil May Cry.
Isn't there like that Nosgoth thing or something that was like a weird multiplayer whatever?
Yeah, that was never gonna happen. Or, well, the multiplayer thing did happen, but the Nosgoth thing was like a sequel they had planned that totally didn't pan out. But yeah, they did, now that I remember it, they did totally make that multiplayer thing.
That I want to say lasted maybe 4 months for being
Did not
generous.
last long. Which, you know, fine. I'm all for that not lasting. I can't think of literally any Legacy of... Like, I can't think of anything more antithetical to Legacy of Kain than a multiplayer game.
Oh, hey, hi, hey everybody.
Stop right there.
Like, the people who play Legacy of Kain, I'm pretty sure don't even want to socialize.
You know I'm not with Trinity. Why should we?
Oh, hey, speaking of Horizon, I forgot about this lady who showed up once and then disappeared for a while.
But now she's back.
But now she's back and looks like the lady
We
from
were together,
Horizon.
but we got separated in the mines.
She killed him.
Is she on your side or a villain?
Jacob would never trust.
She's with Jacob.
Listen, I am not your enemy. I will.
So on your side for now, villain later.
Sophia!
Oh, hey, what's up, Jacob? Wait, I didn't... What? Okay.
I thought I lost you.
Oh, I'm sad because I don't have a dad.
I'm glad you made it out of there. Forgive Sophia, she is cautious.
In her position, I'd be the same way. What did you find out?
Trinity is coming in force. We must prepare.
Her?
She's a friend. On my word. No harm will
Convenient timing.
Yep.
These ruins. We must be near the Prophet's lost city.
come. We do not have much time. Prepare the weapon stores. Secure the battlements. Go. Now. You're almost here. But we're outnumbered.
The children and elders are vulnerable.
Go. Get them into the catacombs. Light the fires. The valley must be alerted.
Kick the tires, light the fires, we gotta go.
Incredible.
Sophia. Master.
I want to point out that like them launching the fire arrow at the tower made the arrow noise come out of my controller, and I thought I was being shot at in the cutscene.
More time.
Later.
God, what?
For now.
There was like a recent game where you could be murdered during the cutscenes, wasn't there?
All I can think of is that Chasing Dead game.
Oh, well, not recent, but I think I was thinking of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, you can be murdered in the cutscenes of Mass Effect
There are
Andromeda?
I've seen weird glitches where, like, dialogue will trigger with an NPC before all the enemies in the area are dead, so you'll be standing there going into the conversation view, but taking damage from people shooting you. So it's like they're giving their line, and then you just fucking drop to the ground and have to reload the game.
That's a crazy looking bow that I just got.
Really is some kind of map of the
But I kind of
world.
like my recurve bow, because
If I don't, then all these deaths will have been in vain. And I can't have that on my conscience.
Compound bows are cool.
Yep.
We get a surprising amount of bows where I work.
it's alright.
I don't know why. People just like to donate bows and arrows.
And I get a skill point, yay. Oh, skill. I'm at the point where it's like, I don't know what I want anymore. Like, I picked up kind of all the skills I want, and now I'm just like, I don't know, this seems alright.
Yeah, just whatever. That's always a nice point to hit in the game. Speaking of, do you know about how far in it you are? Are you, like, approaching a climax, or is this, like, halfway?
I would guess closer to half.
Okay.
Half to a third-ish. I don't actually know, but it seems like there's still many ways to go. I use the crafting stuff a lot. Let's get more XP for killing dudes with the sick Molotovs, because it's fun. I think there's somewhere there's like a percentage complete somewhere. Maybe if I like zoom out. I apparently have 28% completion on the world map, but I don't know if that's like... I'm not sure what that's completion of, you know? If that's like collectible completion or story completion. Let's see what this says. Okay, yeah, that says 28% complete as well. I'm actually gonna cheat here. And by cheat, I mean go to game FAQs. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Wait, that was a headline that I saw on the game FAQs.
Oh, no.
Persona 4's, or sorry, PS4's Persona 3 and Persona 5 dancing games support PSVR.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. FAQs. That's not the one I was looking at. There we go. Maybe. This is still not the one I was looking at, but that's better than what I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 11-ish more things. So yeah, I'm like less than halfway apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, since you hit the point of don't know what skills to get anymore, I thought maybe you were further in. But you said you'd been doing all the side stuff and the DLC stuff anyways, so I'm sure that is
Yeah,
skewed it a bit.
the DLC stuff definitely skewed it a bit because it's like, hey, you talk to this lady, here's 500 XP, and it's like, okay, sure. Anyway, Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's neat.
It seems like a pretty good game.
It's significantly better than other Tomb Raider games in recent memory. Now the fun question is, do I want to stream anything else before I stop? The answer is like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, what you got?
I had so many things. Make me mad. So many things. So just
Spin the wheel.
pretty much just I'm pulling things off this stack until I see something that jumps out at me.
Load up the random number generator.
What is this? Man, remember when I bought the conduit? I sure don't.
I do.
The stack is getting
Oh,
slightly
come
too
on.
big. Oh,
I feel like maybe this was mentioned before, but there's 4 more episodes of Final Fantasy 15 stuff coming out this year.
oh yeah.
4 new episode DLCs.
I think some of them might be going to like 2019.
Oh yeah, that is what it says.
Just gotta stack these back up because. So this is the problem with the part where like I get paid and have money to do dumb things with.
Is that you do a lot of dumb things with that money?
Because I do a lot of dumb things with that money, and I don't have a lot of shelf space for all the dumb video games I buy for that with that money.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have these like gigantic leaning towers of video games that are like at least 4 feet tall.
I've got that going with books in the back room over here. Like, there's 3 full bookshelves and then just books fucking everywhere on the ground. Just fucking mounds of books everywhere. I need more shelves.
Mass Effect Andromeda. There we go. That's what we need.
Oh god.
Nope. Well, I know what I will do. I bought this because it was on sale. I need to turn this off and switch to my Xbone, which there was like a power outage or something because my PS4 was like, "Hey, stop turning me off before you turn off the power, idiot." I was like, "What?" I didn't do anything.
I was gonna put this in the Discord for later use.
So I kind of assumed that as I turn on this Xbone, it will also similarly be like, "Yo, why'd you turn me off?"
Xbone doesn't like to be switched off.
Yeah. Get the sick startup animation. Hey, look, my Xbox is saying hi to me. Hooray. It is not read out, is the thing that I'm looking for. Oh yeah, there's that weird first-person mode in Evil Within 2.
Oh, there is.
Forgot about that.
I don't think I'll use that.
Yeah.
That seems weird. Can you also combine that with PSVR or whatever, or is that not a thing yet?
I mean, you could.
I feel like the logical next step is to go VR for that.
You could probably, well, because like you can do anything in VR, because you can just like put the. You can like turn on the headset and it'll like display it on a screen, like a fake screen in front of you. I like the Forza Horizon series. It's kind of fun. Also, as a different aside, I couldn't do the PlayStation VR for the Evil Within 2 because I have it on the Xbox.
Yeah.
But, you know.
What does the Xbox use for their VR stuff?
Nothing.
Oh, it doesn't have a VR thing?
They partnered with Oculus.
How'd that go for them?
Well, the main thing is
Palmer Lucky doing these days.
He's a mod on the Oculus subreddit.
Okay.
So this was on sale for like $5. And I figured this is bananas and worth $5. If it will ever load.
Okay, so I didn't know this was a thing, and I'm still not entirely sure what it is, so I'm going to go Google it real quick to make sure. But I saw something at the store, like, what was it? Switch. Yeah. So apparently there is a Monster Energy drink game for the Switch.
Yes. And other platforms.
What is that?
It's like like a motocross thing.
How bad is that?
I mean, I assume very.
So when I saw it, the first thing I thought of was like the old like Xbox arcade games. Like I thought of Wipeout and things of that nature, of just those really bad fucking Xbox arcade games.
So you say
You know, maybe that's a bit harsh on Wipeout, but
that Wipeout game was released on disc.
it was. Wait, what? It was? I thought that was just arcade.
No.
Oh God.
No, that was a disc.
Also, again, maybe a bit harsh on the Wipeout game. That game was alright. It's provided a lot of entertainment over the years, I'll say that much.
Anyway, here's this bizarre Hot Wheels DLC for Forza Horizon. Oh no! I fell in the water. I have this sick hot rod with a skull on it.
Some fucking car manufacturer could get rich if they just made, like, actual cars that were just Hot Wheels. Like, just convert the toys into actual vehicles. Because someone out there with way too much money would just look at that and, like, have to have it. Also, nice license plate.
Yep. If I ever get back to the auto show, I can show you my awesome Mustang or something.
It is probably because your car is shaped like a square,
Yeah.
but this immediately reminds me of Lego Racers.
You know, that was a great video game.
That was a great video game. Lego Racers was fantastic. It's like one of the only racing games I've super enjoyed and got into. Why are some people going backwards?
Because I'm not racing, I'm just driving around in the open world.
Oh, okay.
And there aren't really lanes.
This is the open world?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the open world of Hot Wheels. Oh, hey, I can take a picture of that car. Hold on.
I appreciate that the track is a Hot Wheels track.
Yeah.
That takes me back to those days of having way too many of those fucking things in my toy box.
Yep.
Fucking mile of orange track.
Oops, I fell off the thing again. But
And honestly, I think the only thing I ever used that goddamn little, like, car supercharger thing for was, like, me and my brothers firing things at each other through it.
I had one of the I had like a playset thing, and I want to say it was called like the fireball or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a big thing that it would go around in a circle, and it had all those like little zippy fire things,
Mm-hmm.
and it would just go in a circle forever, and it was kind of fun.
Hmm.
And then if you timed it right, you could set up. You'd set them up, and they just crash into each other, because that's what you do when you're a kid.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time trying to fire Batman and Catwoman out of that thing. Never quite worked out. Just an awkward shape to get launched out of that thing.
Cars.
So the Hot Wheels cars are DLC. Is how this works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
it is not a standalone thing?
It is not.
Okay.
You have to have Forza Horizon 3 base game. It's not like that weird Forza Horizon presents Fast and Furious thing.
Okay. Because I thought this was actually kind of like a separate standalone Forza thing.
No.
But it is DLC for the main game.
Yes.
Okay.
So they did one that was like Snow Mountain or Blizzard Mountain or something.
God, I forgot about Drivatars.
Oh, how could you forget about Drivatars? Hey, look, there's John.
Easily.
John's Drivatar still here.
Who has the worst Drivatar?
Probably me. Like,
Thrill City.
yep. Oh.
Your actual car looks way less cool than your Hot Wheels car.
This is true, but I figured I would try the actual car for once, just because.
God, it looks super weird that you're driving the real car on the Hot Wheels track.
Yeah. The Hot Wheels cars handle weirdly. They handle like Hot Wheels cars would. Then again, like maybe it's like part of the track because like this is also, and also like I've played a lot of driving games since the last time I played Forza Horizon 3, and takes a bit to get used to. Played a lot of bad driving games in the interim, like Need for Speed Payback.
I think it's the bright colors on the track is also making me think of that Sega All-Star Racing thing.
I didn't see it.
I think it's just from like the bright oranges and blues, because those aren't usually colors you see a lot of in a racing game.
Especially like one with real cars.
Well, yeah, because spoilers, you're racing on roads, and those are varying shades of gray and black.
And brown sometimes if it's like dirt.
Well, yeah, sometimes you get brown. Not the most exciting colors is what I'm saying here.
Pardon me, John.
Man, what if we went back and repainted all the roads like blue or something?
That'd be fun. Also, hold on. I gotta take pictures of all the cars because it gives me money. I don't know
Something to
what
spend taxpayer dollars on.
I don't know what I do with money at this point because I'm pretty sure that like I bought like all of the cars except for the comically expensive ones.
Run
Whee!
someone off the road.
Uh, well, you'll get your wish here in about 2 seconds.
Is this someone yourself?
Yes.
Nice.
Whoop! I did it again. Also, maybe like the greatest feature ever devised in
A
these racing
rewind?
games. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that coming in handy.
Whoever came up with that idea is a gentleman and a scholar. Of just like, hey, sometimes like people don't want to spend that much time like perfecting every bit of a lap, and they just want to, drive cool cars. So what if we just, made it so if you mess up, what if it just like takes you back a step? And it's just like, hey, take that one again. Oh boy. Hot Wheels card tracks. Meow. Nope. Excuse me. Pardon me. I did it. I'm the best. I didn't cheat. I didn't have to use any rewinds to win that race because I'm the best.
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. That car has Psylocke on it.
I mean, why wouldn't it? I can think of worse things to slap on your car. Wait, which version of Psylocke?
Looked like classic-y, blue,
Oh, okay.
blue leotard.
That's the look you want if you're putting something on a car.
This is child's play for you, isn't it? Well, that seems appropriate at least. Have some medals. See you in the next round.
Anyway, yeah, that's this weird Hot Wheels thing for Forza Horizon, because,
Yeah, it seems cool.
yeah, it is wild. I did not say that word. What are you doing, video game? There are loops. I like driving games with loops in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a controversial stance here. Sonic All-Stars Racing, pretty fun. It's got loops in it.
Are there any Sonic games without loops?
Sonic. There's like that Sonic Labyrinth game that is secretly actually the worst Sonic game that has ever been made.
Sonic Labyrinth.
It was a Game Gear game.
Oh,
and
fun.
And the gimmick, I believe, is that Dr. Eggman has stolen Sonic's shoes.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
And he's replaced them with like evil science shoes that have removed Sonic's ability to jump.
It's continuing to sound bad.
And then you stick him in a maze.
All of this sounds fucking terrible.
Guess what? It was.
Yeah, I'm looking at screenshots of that now. That looks like there's a second one? Please tell me that's... I think maybe someone made that up. Maybe there's not really a
I
second.
don't think there's actually I think someone
Okay,
may
I'm
have
hoping
made
someone
that
just
up.
made that up. Yeah, it looks like the logo of the first game that someone just photoshopped a 2 on 2. Alright, I was worried.
I think I just went in a big circle. Because here's the sick loop
mean,
again.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's a sick loop. So we're going to do it again. Yay.
The whole point of a loop is to go in a circle.
That's true. Anyway. My Drivatar has earned me 20,000 credits.
Good work, Drivatar. How much real money does that translate to?
0.
Damn it.
But also, I guess Turn 10 gave me a truck of some description. Thanks, Turn 10. Oh, right. What is in here? Horn accelerator. That's goofy. Let's see if there's one more thing that, you know, jumps out at me as I scroll through this list. And the answer's not really, so I'm gonna call that a stream.
No, it's not a bad stream. Went for a bit, Tomb Raider, racing.
Yep. Oh, apparently that's...
Oh?
I switched over to my YouTube stream and it says bad.
Oh. Well, it seemed to be running fine for me. I'm not
Yeah.
listening to the audio, so I can't tell you anything about that. But
I don't
the
know.
video was working fine.
YouTube's stream status thing has been freaking out on me lately because, like, it's like, hey, it seems to be going a little low, and then I look at OBS and it's like, I am streaming it like well above what I normally stream at bitrate wise. I don't know what YouTube is talking about.
YouTube's not perfect.
It's not. Anyway, night everybody.
Good night, everybody.